Something big is going on behind the scenes, and President Trump is making sure the entire world knows about it. He just teased a move so big, so unexpected, that even Canada's new Prime Minister couldn't help but say, "I'm on the edge of my seat." But before we reveal what's coming, make sure to like, comment, and share. It helps Explain America get the truth out in a way that is common sense and independent. Now, this is Donald Trump's big announcement.
And we'll have maybe before we're going to, as you know, the Middle East, Saudi Arabia. We're going to UAE and Qatar. And that'll be, I guess, Monday night. Some of you are coming with us. I think before then we're going to have a very, very big announcement to make. Like as big as it gets. And I won't tell you on what. But it's going to, and it's very positive. I tell you if it was negative or positive. I can't keep that out. It is really, really positive. And that announcement will be made either Thursday or Friday or Monday before we leave. But it'll be one of the most important announcements that have been made in many years about a certain subject, very important subject. So you'll all be here.
So here's what we do know. President Trump is about to head overseas to Saudi Arabia, the UAE, and Qatar. But before boarding Air Force One, he dropped a bombshell saying this is one of the most important announcements that have been made in many years. He wouldn't say if it was about the war in the Middle East or in Europe. He wouldn't say if it was about trade or even if it involved Canada, though the new prime minister was sitting right next to him. And that's the point. Something big is happening, possibly with Israel and Hamas, possibly with the hostages, or maybe something entirely different. All we do know is Trump is saying that it's Thursday, Friday, or Monday, and the stakes couldn't be higher. We're at a critical juncture in the Trump administration. The honeymoon period is over, not that he got much of a honeymoon. His first 100 days, they're in the past. Now he has moved at warp speed, or as he likes to call it, Trump speed, to get more accomplished in his first 100 days than any president we've seen in recent history. So when he says that something big is coming, that really makes us have pause because he's already taken some big action. He's shut down the border. Almost 99% of all incoming traffic under the Biden administration, that's been shut down at the border. And what else has he done in office? Made huge tariff deals that have basically ground China to a halt, dropping their trade with the United States by an estimated 60% already. And they're seeing mass protests in China already. And the U.S. is seeing huge investment. And there are manufacturers saying that their business is booming. And there are companies moving back to the United States. And he just brokered a huge trade deal with India where there's going to be an estimated 0-for-0 tariff deal on a lot of things like steel, manufacturing, semiconductors. That takes a lot of pressure off of the United States in its trade relations with China. And that reshapes the entire international order. So Trump has already made huge actions. And when he says something big is coming, we can take him seriously. Now, just for a little bit more context about what happened at that press conference, Trump says the Houthis in Yemen don't want to fight anymore and the U.S. will stop bombing for now. So it looks like they're about ready to surrender. And an Israeli defense official just said Trump's trip may be the window of opportunity for a hostage deal. That would be great. And Trump himself, he's talking about renegotiating NAFTA. That's the huge trade deal that happened under the Clinton administration that really set back American labor for decades. So he would like to take control of our supply chains. And he even joked that Canada might not even be off the table. But obviously, Trump is a master at rhetoric and ginning up excitement and hype for big moves. But when it comes to something like this, he has a lot of credibility, given that he is a man of action. And as though he has a gift of gab, he almost always backs it up. This has been Kyle Becker with Explain America.